A Republican councilman from the state of Florida who frequently mocked Dr. Anthony Fauci as Dr. Falsey has now been hospitalized with what is being described as severe COVID. The councilman from Volusia County, Fred Lowry, according to this from the Daily Beast, a loud COVID-19 denier is in the hospital with a severe case of COVID-19, according to the county chair, Jeff Brower. He's in the hospital wrestling with COVID-19. It's been about 3 weeks now, Brower said on Tuesday. Lowry, a Republican halfway through his second term, spread COVID-19 disinformation and conspiracy theories, going so far as to say the pandemic was a hoax. He insisted the top health official, Fauci, was a liar and pervert. Suggested Fauci was a pervert. I don't even know where that came from. Other conspiracies Lowry promoted had to do with media coverage of hydroxychloroquine and the Wuhan lab leak theory. So this guy's been all over the place on COVID. Clearly a denier who at one point at least thought this whole thing was a hoax. Attacking Dr. Fauci as if he's doing this for some kind of personal gain here. And just for the record, I do not think Fauci is a hero in the pandemic. I do not think he is infallible. But I also don't think he's anywhere near being close to being a villain in any of this. I think it's ridiculous that people worship him, and I think it's ridiculous that people hate him. He's a public official, public health official, just trying to do what he can. And he's learning as he goes, just like the rest of us are with this pandemic. But Lowry, I'm out of sympathy. I've hit it. I've hit it right now, just this point. I have no sympathy. Yeah, it sucks that you got sick after spending 18 months downplaying this whole thing and acting like it was some kind of farce. Sucks for you. But this is what happens, folks. This is what happens when you follow Republican leadership that always thinks they're the smartest person in the room, no matter what room they're in. No matter who is around them, they always know best. You know, forget for a moment that Fauci has spent his life as an expert in infectious diseases, that he studied this, continues to study it to this day to learn as much as possible and to help as many people as possible. No, let's go listen to the idiot councilman from Volusia County that has no expertise in probably anything. And now he may not ever leave that hospital again. Well, eventually he'll leave it, but he may leave it in a bag. And no, we don't want that. We don't want any more people to die. You know, Jimmy Kimmel is taking some heat right now on social media for saying that hospitals should just not treat unvaccinated people. I don't agree with that. I absolutely don't agree with that. And sure, I've run out of sympathy for some of these individuals like Lowry here. But I do not think for a second that hospitals should just start turning away people at the door saying, nope, sorry, you didn't take care of yourself. Because, yeah, folks, that does lead to the slippery slope. You know, yes, this is a pandemic. Yes, COVID-19 is contagious. Yes, people should be able to take precautions for themselves. Medical professionals take an oath to first do no harm. Turning people away who are sick is doing harm. You cannot ask them to do that. We cannot condone doing that. Okay, we still have to understand that some of these people aren't able to get the vaccine. Some of these people are members of religions that look down upon vaccines, and so they don't get it because they're afraid of, you know, their religious consequences. Not all unvaccinated people are the same. They're not all a bunch of Fred Lowrys out there. And that's what we have to remember. Some of these people aren't vaccinated because they physically cannot be vaccinated. So it is our job to fight the misinformation and to fight back against the Lowrys and all of these other Republican idiots who have these deathbed repentances saying, oh my God, if only I'd gotten the damn vaccine. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.